open that we're looking for. But we are getting a little white. So if you look at this switch, when it opens up, it should move this way just a little bit. And I want a little bit more wipe than that, so I'm going to use my switch adjuster to grab the tensioner. I'm not actually going to adjust this switch. I'm going to adjust the tensioner that's pushing that switch that way. So when I let this go, you can kind of see it push back a little bit, and then when it opens up, it gives you a wiping action on the contacts. That's ensuring that it's like actually pushing together hard. I even want a little bit more than that, so I'm going to adjust this switch forward a little bit more. Yeah, it's got a good little bounce. See it right there. That's all we need.
Got it.
So if you do your flipper rebuild and your flipper isn't flipping, make sure that this is getting good solid contact together. Because if it's not going to work. All right, so let's rip through this other one.
I was trying to undo this, but it's so rusted.
My goodness.
I do have my T-handle on as well. Oh, you made it look so easy. That's why they pay him the big bucks. Oh, you can't really see what's going on.
All right.
Yeah, so we're gonna completely replace this entire linkage plunger and actuator.
What's up, Emoto? What's
Hi,
up,
how's it
Matthew
going?
Sally?
What's up, Evan?
What are you working on right now?
We are doing a flipper rebuild on Wildfire, a nice old 70s stern.
What are you
And
switching out right now?
the flipper crank and end of stroke switches, coil stops, cleaning up the bushings because we
I'm sure
didn't.
they're very dirty.
They're all, look at all this rust, man.
Oh yeah, no, those set screws are not looking nice.
No. And then this crazy plunger, look at that, like, woo, that trips me out. I've never seen that before. I just haven't taken apart these old ones that much to see that.
Right,
like,
with a flared piece?
well, it's like a cap on it or something. It's crazy.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
Yes. Also, how it's rubberized on the bottom to save the coil stuff, I guess? Or maybe that's just rubbed
That's just
off on
rubbed
the bottom.
off, yeah.
That's crazy.
That's just coil dust, yeah. Cool stuff. All right, so that's in, that's in. This guy.
Oh yeah, naphtha.
Naphtha. We're gonna clean off our.
Oh, you got some still?
I'll let you do that while I solder this.
What?
If you want to clean that, I'll solder the switch on. Okay, new switch. So we want to make sure we get it facing the right direction, because what's going to happen is this actuator is going to want to open this. So we want to make sure it's not closed like that. It's not going to work.
What's the purpose of cleaning it out on the inside?
Because there's like dust and stuff in it, so you're gonna be putting in your flipper shaft, so might as well go ahead and clean it up so it doesn't have any resistance.
Less friction.
Less friction. Nobody likes friction.
Nobody likes friction.
And then cleaning it up around the sides, that's just aesthetics. Hi, how's it going? Oh, I caught you. We're doing flipper rebuild on Wildfire right now. Yeah. Do you do Wildfire, Stern Pinball? Yeah, old classic. We're gonna be doing rebuilding the flippers, rebuilding the drop targets, the pop bumpers, and then also installing yopsicles.
Oh yeah.
Have you done the yopsicles installs on your game?
I always call a guy that's close to me.
Yeah.
He helps me out.
Nice. It's a lot of fun getting in there and getting your hands dirty.
Yeah, well,
As long as you have the time to do it.
I got 4 boys, so I usually pay about $75.
Yeah.
He'll change the flipper out or whatever.
Yeah, it's
But
great.
it is kind of cool how fast you can work with a soldering gun when you know what you're doing.
Absolutely. Yeah, and some of the stuff doing the rebuild, like you don't always need to use a soldering iron, you know? Like if you're just coming in and just changing like the flipper crank on it, it's just a few screws that you're replacing.
Yeah.
You leave all these, like the switch and everything, soldered up, so you don't even have to get in. You're just purely mechanical and not having to worry about using a hot iron.
Yeah.
We're this game probably hasn't had a flipper rebuild in 40 years.
Yeah, I can tell.
So we're replacing the switches, using the full kit, replacing this. But let me show you, look how old this guy is.
How do you turn the playfield over like that?
So you just lift it up. It only really works on like classic Bally and Stern games.
Yeah.
So these older ones that are kind of street level, but you just lift it up and then grab it and then slowly pivot it on the top and then drop it back down.
So
Makes the
it's
repairs
made to
so
be
much
turned
easier.
over?
Yep, absolutely.
That is crazy.
It comes in handy when you're trying to do stuff like this and you don't have to fight gravity.
I'm sure. I know, because I was holding, when he was soldering, I had a coil that was kicking the fuse every time. It was basically it was fried. It was shorting out whatever the solenoid fuse box, whatever, in there. He wasted like 6 fuses before he realized it was a coil. And we were working on it upside down. He dripped solder on my hand. That didn't feel too awesome.
Oh no! And that's the danger too. That solder could drip somewhere on the playfield, and you won't see where it is, and it'll make a connection, and you'll be chasing down that gremlin.
Oh, that's so
and you know, it's a little tiny solder drip just connecting some wire to another.
Not cool, but
that's not cool. Yeah, that's science.
Yeah, that sucks. You work for Marco?
Yep.
I usually buy all my stuff there.
No, we appreciate it.
I usually just buy, when you have you buy $100, you have free shipping. I always just buy random crap that I might need later.
Well, we have a free shipping code going on this weekend too. No minimum. So it's a good chance to get those little like small parts where, you know, paying the shipping kind of hurts a little bit more. You know, decals or small switches.
Right. Plastics with $10 shipping is like.
Yeah, exactly. Do you have any of those cards on here? Yeah.
Where's your company at?
Here's yours. We're based out of Columbia, South Carolina. Yeah, it's about 3 hours away.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
All right, good to see you.
Yeah, you too. Thanks so much.
Yeah, quick question.
Yeah, what's going on?
So the older games, can you retrofit the bulbs, LED?
Absolutely.
Just replace them, or?
Yeah, direct replacement. So you'll just check if it's barrel, or if it's I don't have any here, but there's the wedge. You know, so it's the 44 bulbs or the 555s.
I didn't know if there's any more to it than swapping them out or not.
No, you can just go ahead and swap them out, and they should be good. The big thing to know is that like there's some are non-ghosting.
Yeah.
So if you're putting those in a feature lamp that's, you know, flashing and stuff, you want to get the upgraded non-ghosting ones because it helps. If you're just replacing like the GI, like the regular
Yeah, I got to go see a buddy of mine in Tennessee. He's got an old Playboy machine.
Oh, nice.
I work on it a little bit. I collect. I got all new ones now. So I got to go work on his, replacing rubbers and stuff.
Yeah.
Got a few issues, but I didn't know if you could just swap them out or not.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And so we sell like the standard warm white or cool whites, also the Comet Sunlight, which is a little bit in between color temperature.
Okay.
But depending on how much he wants to upgrade, we'll also sell full kits, RGB kits. So like instead of putting a warm white under a green insert or something, you're putting a green RGB under it and really make it vibrant. So if you look on our website and stuff, you can probably see what game is Playboy. We should have a LED kit for Playboy too, and lots of parts. But take one of our cards too.
I bought from you before, but
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, that code will be good till Friday.
Oh, really?
So you have time to go home and chill and relax after the show, and then put your order in. So, yeah, absolutely. Free shipping. Yeah.
Good deal.
Yeah, and if you have any questions, just call the number on the card and we'll help you
I'll
out.
probably need a little advice.
Yeah. And then we do, like for all the games too, we have like the rubber kits.
Yeah.
So like this is Wildfire's rubber kit. It's gonna have all the components directly related to the game, and it comes with like the map that shows you where to put everything. So we'll have that for Playboy as well too.
Good. Yeah, that's cool. Good. Yeah, I bought Titan. I bought from them.
Yeah. Nice.
I haven't done the bulb yet, so I gotta go
It's a
look
lot
at
of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Good. Yeah, I bought Titan. I bought from them.
Yeah. Nice.
I haven't done the bulb yet, so.
Yeah. Boy can use Altec ports.
Yeah.
So these are.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And I know you got coils probably for the valleys.
Absolutely.
Okay. I gotta go work on a buddy's of mine.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. He's got all Playboy. He's got some health issues, but I used to work in the arcades back in the day, you know?
Yeah.
And now I collect newer ones. And I sold on my older ones. My Playboy I sold. I had a Star Troopers or something, but I'm trying to buy those back. So I was asking about the light bulbs.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
the LEDs. Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were good, and then also did she show you the obstacles?
Oh yeah, you can use
These
the
guys.
obstacles on that Playboy.
So you can use these on the Valley as well. So we're gonna be doing this later.
Good.
So you take out the insert light, and you put him in, and then solder that to there,
Oh wow.
and it cleans up all the like flaky
Oh wow.
bayonet bulbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of the sockets are worn out.
They get worn out, so
Yeah.
like a lot of people will be replacing the sockets.
Okay.
So you might as well just upgrade it to LED.
Okay.
And then this doesn't wear out. This doesn't get flaky. They just work great. The whole thing just like pops.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll be doing that later on today.
I'll be around.
Yeah, come by and check
I'd
it
like
out.
to watch it.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
Okay.
And then yeah, if you do get all new boards, highly recommend getting the connector
the
kits.
rebuild kit.
So
Yeah.
recrimping all the pins on all these, because these
Okay.
will be nice and fresh.
Yeah.
But the connectors that go into them are going to be from 1978.
Yeah, I need a Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Burning up a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Right on.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll definitely make it work.
Awesome.
I gotta go look at it.
Yeah.
Count them up.
Yeah, exactly. For sure.
Multitasking.
Indeed. Oh, it looks so pretty. Hi y'all, how's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. So we're doing a flipper rebuild on the Stern Wildfire. Like, where's the old? You can see all the games we try to have like flipper rebuild kits for them, but this is what the old guy looked like. So now we're getting, it's all rusted and stuff. So new switches too, which all come in the kit. Coil stop, obviously, super mushrooms.
do you get the playfield to flip over like that?
Oh yeah, super rad, right?
Close.
So we
looks
lift
like
it
someone,
up
like, rebuilt
when it's
this
in the
plate.
full up service
That
position,
looks
and then just
crooked,
grab it
too.
like this, and then slowly rotate it,
Like that's a half.
and then set it back down. And there's enough
That doesn't fit in there either.
in the cabling so the cables don't get tied up. You
That's
know?
a Williams, right?
This is a stern, but it will work in the. You can do this hacks with like classic Valley, classic stern, single level, flipping the playfield over.
Pretty much, yeah. Any of the old school like Valley sterns that are flat, like single level ones with no ramps or anything, you can. It's like when you lift the playfield up, and then when it's standing up, I get on the side of it, pick it up, and spin it, and set it back down, and then you lower it back down like you would normally lower a playfield.
Yeah.
You just kind of let it rest on the apron right here, and then you can work on the underside. And then when you pick it back up, you just twist it back the same way or the opposite way, so you're not twisting up the. Yeah.
Makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the other way to do it is you unplug it and just pull it all the way out. Yeah.
Yo, I know, and the solder stripping down.
Arms are burning. You know,
I hate to interrupt you, but a question. I'm testing coils.
yeah.
I got two kinds of machines. I got a EM wedge head, and then I got new JDEs
Yeah.
with the diodes in it. What's the best way to test those when they get crispy, but you don't know that they're bad or not?
Ohm them out. So use your multimeter and put it on ohms, and test ohm the good coil, and then ohm the one that's kind of toasted, and see if they line up. So you want the
Same
rating.
rating.
Yeah, you want to see if they
desoldering them.
without desoldering them. You can just ohm them like
Same
in the
thing
game.
with the diode coil.
Yeah, same. And you'll see like so if it has an open line, then you know that there's it's ohm. It has an open line. Cut much resistance, then you know that there's something going on with it.
Like with the diodes, you know, I was trying to figure out how to test the ones with the diodes without taking the diode out. I see
Yeah,
lots
you
of
just
things
own
about
it.
testing the diodes, but they usually want you to remove one leg.
Yeah, you're gonna have to remove it. If you're gonna test the diode itself, you gotta remove the leg. If you're testing the coil, then you can ohm it out and see if the ohms are correct.
Do you want to do it? Can we test it? Show them how to test it with the meter right here. Here, come around on this side. That'll
So
be a
these
great
guys all
little
have.
tip.
Oh yeah. We'll set it to ohms.
Yeah.
And these are with diodes. So these should be the same. They're both the same coil windings and everything. So outside to outside, 115. Go the other way. Should be the same. Yeah, 115. That's 366. Wow, that's way different. That's crazy because they're different. So this is a stern coil, it's a valley coil, and this is a pin score or a
Pin coil.
pin coil. But they're all ohming differently, which is interesting to me. I don't know why that would be. These should be the same.
You can
Is
do
diode and continuity the same test? I know on my multimeter.
But they're all ohming differently. It's interesting to me.
The same test and a diode
Test,
right.
and then that's continuity.
Okay, right.
But if we do these two side by side, these should be the same. Yeah, 386. 366.
I know they got a coil website where they got to charge all the coils.
Yeah.
What they're supposed to be. But I would have thought with the diode on there that if you test it the other way, it shouldn't read anything.
No, because it's just testing resistance. It's not testing throughput. Yeah, so you can see these are all the same coil. So like if I did that, that's to test if the coil's good, not to test if the diode's good.
Right.
So diode, I don't know if I have a diode. I think that's a cap. You go to diode test.
Yeah, so
It should like give you a tone, I believe.
they want you to make something like that for
Oh.
carrying water. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's one
So,
way.
You know, they're also like, we don't want to mess stuff up with surge, but like,
So you should get
there seems to
something
be,
that way,
like,
but then if you
a
flip it
very
over,
clear
it shouldn't
path
get
to
anything
be
that
like,
way.
hey,
If you get it
especially
both
if
ways,
it's
then you know the
attached
diode's
to
dead. Yeah.
which I imagine after last year they'll probably.
But to test that in here,
And JJB
you do have to like undo it, I
room,
believe.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
otherwise
as long
you
as
get.
we're not flying our banners.
I mean, we could try it. Shoot.
But you know, surge is going to be. They belong to us.